Brat, 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 brat. Yeah, it's all. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It is another day. Obviously it's pretty straightforward, but a lot of vloggers are going to say weird things they really didn't think about before they start the camera. Today's going to be flipping a Harley for a profit. Started off really short and sweet. I've covered how much I paid for this bike in another video. We've opened up this bike in another video, and I thought it'd be cool to kind of make a video about flipping the bike for profits. I'm actually going to give this bike away to this kid just because I don't have much in it and I needed to offload it for some money to pay for the turbo V-Rod that we got. And I will shoot over to a clip of the V-Rod here in a minute. You probably haven't seen that if you're new here as well. This is a 2011 Harley Nightster 1200. Has about 8,000 miles on the clock. It's got a Power Commander 5. It's got the auto tune module with the O2 sensors. Got a Roland intake. Those are like $500. Carb out of billet. RSD caps everywhere for the engine. Gas cap. Bar ends. It's got mini apes. Well, actually these are mini apes. These are like 12 to 14 inch big ape hangers. I just did a video on the review on these ape hangers because once this bike is gone, I really don't have a unit to do or cover about this, and nobody really wants to see a guy talking to a camera in his computer room about, you know, stuff about the bike. You need to have the tangible stuff here so that people can get an idea. But I got this bike out of Mississippi. I got this bike for $3,500. I got this bike actually some time ago, but I just could not pass this deal up. The paint scheme literally is so rare, and it's one of like 2 or 3 paint schemes that actually add a good bit of value to the NADA or Kelly Blue Book value of this bike, which is pretty cool because this paint job popped to me and was actually the very reason I got this versus like a sky blue two-tone bike with black on the bottom, and it was a bike that had the same exhaust, a different intake, but not as many other parts. This bike is so loaded with parts. I really haven't seen very many Harleys on Facebook or Craigslist with as many parts as this bike has, and for the price that I got it, I absolutely stole it. The question being today is how much am I selling it for, and what's my profit region going to be? It's also got a Harley Davidson lithium-ion battery. It's got LEDs and the turn signals in the rear. Got the $60 eBay seat. I actually did a review on this seat as well. It is on the YouTube channel. I love this seat. It's very comfortable, and it was pennies on the dollar compared to like really expensive brands like Corbin. And there's a few others out there, but I primarily only know really about Corbin when it comes to spending a lot of money. But there are other seat brands out there. I just Googled Nightster seats and bam, this thing pops up, and you have options to select from most of the carriers that sell them on eBay. Some don't have this one, but they have the other 2 options. You can get ones with like straight line stitching and sideways stitching, but I like the diamond and the white trim. It really pops, and for 60 bucks, you just can't go wrong with how loud this seat seems to the eye for the rest of the bike. We will be selling the bike to this cat for 4,500 bucks, which part of that's a good feeling just because you can tell and you can appreciate and understand where people are going to kind of freak out and get excited because you're not going to get a Harley Nightster like this every day for 4,500 bucks. I will only be making about $1,000 in profit, but for the fact that I've had it for 6 months to a year, probably put 1,000 miles on it, that's a profit I'm willing to take, and it's still a profit in general, which you have to be happy about. I could have held out and bailed on him and waited for a higher price because I listed the bike for $5,500 just to offload it fast because like 3 days ago I just went and picked up an 07 Turbo V-Rod, which is right over there. I'll try to get that here in the video so I can maybe barter you to subscribe to my channel. This just in, 72 hours ago, we picked up a turbocharged Harley V-Rod. You want to see that video of us picking it up? We just dropped that video yesterday. It's a Trask turbo system, built motor, ported cylinder heads, and polished. Figured I'd shoot it. I've had it so long that I've put it to good use. I've made a lot of vlogs for it. This bike probably has 10,000 views overall on my channel, so that's another high five I will take for the win. So the guy talked me down. He's coming from like 6 hours down south, which I actually just drove down south to get the V-Rod. So I'm more than happy with 4,500 bucks just because I literally listed this bike on Facebook like 2 days ago, because the deal with my wife was, since the Turbo V-Rod owner did not want my Nightster Plus cash, that I would sell this thing immediately and offload it. And I even told her, if I don't sell it on Craigslist or Facebook, I will just take it straight to Harley Davidson and let them give me an offer on it. And at worst, I'm willing to take what I paid for it, which is $3,500, which with 8,000 miles, being a 2011 and all these parts that are on it, they'll give me what I at least have in it for sure, maybe higher, but I don't think they would have given me $4,500 for it. And even at that rate, I'm not giving Harley Davidson this bike for $4,500, or yeah, I'm not going to give it to him for $4,500 unless I'm absolutely desperate, because the bike's worth more than that. And Harley Davidson's useful if you get your bike for cheap enough and you need to offload it to them, but they are also going to get you for very low. Right now, this bike's high retail is like 10 grand, if I'm not mistaken. I got that value from NADA and obviously threw it on the listing. The low retail for this is like $44.90. High or like mid retail is like 7 grand, but like suggested full private party retail is literally like 10 or 11 grand, which you'll never get for this bike in 2020 or 2019. But it's something to consider, just because it doesn't matter if this book's out for 10 grand. There are so many Harley Nightsters and Sportsters on the street, and this type of bike is sought after by a lot of people just looking to get into a Harley for the first time. They want something to commute around town. They want something cheap on gas. And you're just never going to get that much money for them. A lot of people that buy these bikes are not getting loans for them. They're just buying them in cash. So the odds of actually selling this bike for 7 grand cash is very, very, very slim, unless I were to gamble and put it on eBay and get a hold of a much bigger network that can see it more. And hopefully someone falls in love with it from like out of state or something, or there's another reason besides just another daily driver that they're actually looking to obtain the bike. But the deal with bringing a Turbo V-Rod home while owning a Nightster I couldn't trade for was that I offload this thing as quick as possible so we can put money back in the envelope for Mama Bear. And if you're as smart as me, if you're married, happy wife, happy life, we need to care about how Mommy Bear feels, because she holds a lot of the happiness. So he's going to be here in just a few. I will film him being here, count the money, all that good stuff. And yeah, I figured this would be a cool video to shoot, because I don't have a whole lot of time left with the bike. So I wanted to get up early and shoot a few quick ideas before this thing is gone, and it's kind of pointless to even try to shoot him if I don't have the bike here. So he should be here any moment. We'll go from there. Get my coffee and pass the Turbo V-Rod on the way out. Yeah, look at it flexing. Sounds like they might be here. Well, they were hauling ass when they got here. They were ready to get this shit done.
In the event, you definitely got here earlier than I would have rather got here, just because I got a late start. Take a look at it and the questions will flow. Get some time to absorb, you know, just the bike in general. And whatever you do, don't just look at it, buy it, and then find out you got 20 questions down the highway, because you'll end up thinking of a whole bunch of shit by the time you leave. I'll give you a walk around. A lot of stuff we didn't cover on the phone. Taking care of a lot of the bull already. Do you guys know anything about the notorious Nightster Sportster slow starts or anything like that?
Not about a Harley. My cousin, actually, he works for Harley Davidson.
Well, hell yeah, it's a good job to have. That's money, that's for sure.
He's a dyno tuner and all that. So.
Hell yeah. If you take the screw off, there's a little lip that locks the seat in right here. You take the seat off, Power Commander 5's there. We'll pop that off so you can, the auto-tune module. It's also connected to the O2 sensors. So as far as I know with that module, it will monitor your airfill ratios and make adjustments for you on the fly. Yeah. If I were you and you give a once you get back up to Georgia, your air density, your elevation on sea level is going to be different. So I would get the bike retuned depending on how you like the way it rides. But you've seen probably the video of Wide Open Throttle I sent you, so it doesn't affect anything whatsoever. It's just one of those things that if you're a nitpicker, or she ends up being your baby and you take so much love into it, you're like, all right, fixed. So never been a problem for me. Like, hey, are you done? We get it. You have the heart of a lion and you're the size of a tennis shoe. They got money. We want them here. Jesus hell. You got this test button. It'll show you how much juice you got. Right now you're still on 3 bars, so you're good. And I literally just rode it yesterday. Other than that, it's sat for like 2 to 4 weeks. Of everything you need, man. 2011 HD.
There you go, play your handlebars, please. What do you think you should do this.
Yeah, I'll show you what I do.
On the fort, you'll pull it down this side first versus tightening down that side. Once we get it torqued down this side, we'll torque down that side. Then we'll do 1 or 2 more security sides, and then I like to throw one on the back as well if y'all got backup strap. Yeah, go through. Make sure you go through your loop. So pull it out of that side. So instead of using the hook, we're gonna go right through some metal. We're not gonna leave this. My assumption's correct. This is now your new baby, and you don't want your baby looking bad.
I won't get rid of this one.
Well, at least if you do, you can make some money back, or at least break even in the future. Because you got a fucking hell of a steal on this thing for 4,500 bucks.
Yeah, I'm sure you did too to sell it. This shit.
I got a 35. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's on my YouTube, so
Yeah.
keep it real, keep it 100. I mean, I put some money into it, don't get me wrong, and I put probably $1,000 in labor in it, so I feel justified. I don't care, but if I'm gonna be like, check out the video, subscribe, I'm not gonna hide it. Yeah, I'm about to make a profit video for it right now. Whatever gets views, whatever gets subscribers. I actually shot like 3 videos of it before y'all even got here. I did a review for it overall to tell everybody what they need to know if they're shopping, because I actually had 3 cats come write me about the bike that recognized it from YouTube because they Googled it because they were shopping, and mine showed up via algorithm on the World Wide Web, just asking me advice, because most of them are not even in the state. You know, hey, I'm in Alabama looking for a bike. I noticed you're from YouTube. Got anything advice-wise? We're gonna wait on y'all to torque that side down. That shouldn't go anywhere.
One of these?
Yeah, that should hold it. And we'll use this for the back.
30-foot long strap.
It can never be too long, she said. Go ahead and start with this one, save yourself some time. That's actually what started my bike career. I got arrested pulling on a cop in an SRT4. My buddy got a bike from Honda Yamaha. He's like, dude, you don't have to insure them in the state of Florida. Bet. I've never had insurance on a bike in Florida. I don't know about Georgia, but in Florida it is not legally required. Check stability test. Yeah, I think you're good, man.
That seat's comfortable too.
It's not bad. 60 bucks off eBay. You can't beat it. Yeah, it pops. The bike is loud and flamboyant, and it definitely goes with it. Yeah, it was easy to ride it off. She is gone. I gotta give him the other key. That is what they would call that. Brat. Yeah, it's all there. All right, well, I hope you liked this. Make sure you mash the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you like the bike or the V-Rod or me throwing cash at a wall. I mean, something there for everybody. I like to make content, so you might ask yourself why I made the video. So since I was selling the Nightster, that was my last tangible option with it in front of me to do some content. I would rather not do a review on a bike that I don't have in my possession and just talk in my office. So yeah. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We'll drop the outro. We'll see you next time. Hit the notification bell if you want to stick around and see the videos to come. We got a lot of stuff. We got the V8 Turbo RX-7. We have a C6 Corvette that is getting a fuel pump right now. We now have the Turbo V-Rod. We got a truck we really don't do much on. If you want content on the truck, let me know. We out. Bye.